Last September, a wildfire ravaged Waterton Lakes National Park in southern Alberta, leaving one of Canada's natural treasures charred and desolate. This Parks Canada video gives a sobering view of the devastation. The fire consumed nearly 200 square kilometres of forest and wiped out a lot of park infrastructure. About 80% of the trails were closed at the start of the season, but the park does remain popular. Staff are busy doing repairs and working to make the park safe for visitors. That fire created work for another group of people, and they couldn't be happier. They're researchers keen to study a treasure trove of artifacts and other historical clues laid bare by the blaze. The CBC's Carolyn Dunn went to see what they found.
With each scrape of a trowel, there's a possibility that a piece of a puzzle will be found. Each artifact adding to the story of the Blackfoot people who used this site in the last 300 years. And the team of archaeologists can only see and explore it because of last year's destructive wildfire.
It's eliminated all that vegetation on top, and wow, can we see stuff. It is absolutely amazing. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Suddenly, the size and scope of more than 250 Indigenous camps are laid bare, revealing treasures that have been hidden just below the surface, painting a clearer picture of how the Blackfoot people lived. Finds like these trading beads document their first contact with European fur traders. And the fire allowed the team to go back even further in time. It revealed trails used by the Blackfoot people up to 7,000 years ago.
We're finding so much that we're starting to rewrite what we thought we knew about Waterton history and Indigenous camps and history.
I guess like to walk where your ancestors walk. I feel very strongly connected to almost all the prehistoric sites that we're seeing today.
At every Indigenous site the team excavates, archaeologist Kevin Blackplume makes a tobacco offering. Blackplume is from the nearby Kainai Nation, so this professional project is intensely personal.
My first projectile point, I was so happy. I found it at this site, and then I was just yelling and screaming. It's cool to see. I never found a projectile point before, and to see what they hunted the bison with, it's just very uplifting, I guess. It connected me a lot to the land and to my ancestors.
This is a depression relief camp.
Not all the sites are Indigenous. In the 1930s, unemployed men were put to work building a road through the park. The archaeologists are finding rock foundations of structures and the remnants of camp life.
Food stores, we're finding meat tins as well.
The narrative of what happened here is enriched by finds like a needle case and a Boy Scout button. But access to the site without vegetation is an opportunity to make more robust the permanent historical record.
We've mapped all of these outlines three-dimensionally, and then they can be plotted onto maps. And then we'll verify that with archival photos and aerial photos as well, and then kind of build up and create the story for this site.
There's a narrow window for it all.
Running out of time. That the vegetation regrowth is licking at our heels as we're running and recording things. But wow, what a ride.
The team is hoping to dig deeper and go back even further in time over the next several years. Carolyn Dunn, CBC News, Waterton National Park.